Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Let's check out another stream for another game week. Uh this is the first stream on the channel. Performance for this week. Arrows for this week. We heading north, going south until let's check the legs straight up. I had 56 points and the average point for the week is 42. Let's quickly check out the highest points in the week. Boom! Highest scoring manager. He had David Raya. I had a better keeper in Pop. And he had Trafford. Uh, wow. He paid his confidence in Trafford. He had 3 bonus points plus the clean sheet. Dope, dope, dope. And Chaloba, I did right to bring him in. After conceding 2 goals, he was able to give 8 points by giving defensive contribution point and scoring a goal. Chaloba seems to be a must-have this season. At 5.1 assistant right now, I think he's going to outscore any center or any defender in the game right now. I'm just admire the potential of Chaloba. Yeah, Martin Cash, man, the guy has been good so far in the season. But what? Let's see. What has been his performance? 8-2-0-5-10. He blanked in 2 game weeks. Surprisingly against Brentford and Crystal. Aston has not got good season start to the season. He performed well against Newcastle, a tough match. Aston against Everton, against Sunderland. Man, look at his SG, not encouraging, and his expected assist is a little bit good. And if you watch him play, you're going to love him. Yeah, FPL is not all about how involved the player is in the game. It's about the numbers. Tijani Rangers, many people were selling him, man, and he will cause a lot of people to change their mind now. Mm. Gravenberg, man, the guy is being amazing. And Bruno, I sold him out for Palmer. That was my heck, man. Bruno gave 10. I wish I did and kept him for one more week. Boom! I rushed. Hope I kept Bruno week and kept. Then I will have 10 points, but that would have been a boost this game week. I would have surely been in the top 50% of managers. And Ekitike surprisingly started ahead of Isaac. I thought Isaac was going to start after the international break, and Ekitike started and he scored again. Well. I think Isaac started in the Champions League and couldn't score. While Ekitike have got some good form. So I don't know what the manager is thinking. Who is the starter now? Who is the first choice goalkeeper now? Sorry, who is the first choice striker for Liverpool, man? With the exception of Haaland, no forward seems attractive this season. Richarlison is the closest to that, to Haaland. Other forwards, Ekitike has been attractive too so far, but with the coming in of Isaac, I don't think he's attractive anymore. Similar to Richarlison with the coming in of Kolomwani, I don't know what's happening. It's not started any match yet. I think he only has some minutes in the Champions League. Well. So this guy, he hit the bench boost, and this was not the best bench boost you would expect. Though it helped him throughout the week. I think his team did well throughout the week. Let's go to my team. Let's go to my team. Let's see the points I scored. So you see, I get Pope, and Pope gave me 6 fire. And Pope might be the goalkeeper to score most points this season. I don't see anyone scoring more points than Pope. Okay, I don't see anyone scoring more points. No goalkeeper scoring more points than Pope. And I've said similar thing for Chaloba too. So watch out for these guys. Van de Ven compared to Romero, I think Romero is a better choice if you want to go for a Tottenham defender. He seems to be the main target for the asset pieces. But with Van de Ven being like 0.5 cheaper, or maybe what's the price now? Yeah, being like 0.5, 0.4 cheaper. That makes me love Van de Ven to get some, you know, funds to spend somewhere else. So I went for Van de Ven. I don't expect much clean sheet from Tottenham, and it's proving to be so. With a few times they go for for they get clean sheet, maybe I get it too. Yeah. So you can see my team now. You can get a hint of my game strategy this season. Going forward, I'll let you know of my game strategy if I settle down on it permanently. Permanently. But for now, you can just guess it. You know what? Bro couldn't keep clean sheet against Man City. That was normal. He has been dormant this season on the set pieces too. He showed some threats in the first, but afterwards, I'm not seeing his threat anymore. Any Arsenal defender seems to be the target. Not a specific defender is the target. Well. Palmer surprised me. No, he's not fully fit, but he played. I won't say sells Palmer. He's going to play next week for sure. Yeah, his condition. He didn't you know re-injured himself. His injury didn't re-happen. Palmer's injury didn't re-happen. The issue is that he was not feeling well even before the match. He's not 100% fit. He did some tests and he was not feeling well still, but they decided to take the risk to start him. And after they started him, he was feeling some pains and decided not to take any more risk. So he asked to be sacked. That's the situation with Palmer. But you know how the game went. Goalkeeper got red card. The manager made some changes, brought one forward out, and he knew his plan. He also brought another forward out to bring in a centre back, that's Tosin, and that made Palmer and João Pedro the only forwards in the Chelsea side. And with the injury situation of Palmer, he had to be sacked too. That was the whole confusion thing. But man, Palmer, per the little information I've got, Palmer is going to play next week. All things be equal, and if nothing happens, Palmer is not 100% fit, but hopefully next week he will be. So don't follow the crowd and don't be pressured. He's being sold out by some people. It's not in the top 5 players transferred out. I think he's the 7th player transferred out most. So with my plans, I'm bringing in Saka, and if I think Palmer is not going to play, then I will take out Palmer to even avoid the top, if maybe. But I don't see him entering the top. I don't see his price falling. Okay, I can't say that. But since I think he's going to play next week, even if the price is going to fall, I'm not taking him out because it's my long-term plan. So I'm taking out Eze instead. Eze, I've got him for some short period, but I think he has rewarded me with some 2 assists. So I'm cool. With the short period I had Eze, he gave me 2 assists. So I'm cool. I started owning him from game week 3, and it has not been bad. Okay, that's Eze for you. But I'm taking him out. Look, I got to be careful with this Eze thing. If Eze in this short period has given me these numbers, why don't I keep him? Look at his numbers. Expected assist here in 78 minutes and expected assist and goal in what 45 minutes. And with the wonders being done by Martinelli, Trossard too wasn't bad. If Martinelli kneel down his spot, Saka is back, kneel down his spot, Goycrest kneel down his spot up front, then you Eze to find space in midfield. In midfield, Zubimendi is almost nailed, and Rice nailed. They left with one spot, which Odegaard is not around. So I think, um, in that spot, you have, you have Moreno and maybe Waneri. Waneri, I'm not sure will be ahead of Eze in the pecking order. You get it? So Moreno and Eze, but Eze usually don't play on the right side of midfield. He plays in on the left side or in the central row. Are they going to create some way where he will be behind the front three? So he's an attacking. If I get a feeling it's going to be that way, then maybe I'll be tempted to maintain Eze because his numbers are beautiful. Yeah, against Nottingham Forest, I expected assist and he had an assist. And look at just 45 million against City, he had an assist. That was a brilliant pass. I got to think of this thing well. I'm not going to make my transfer early. I wanted to make my transfer today, but just seeing Eze's numbers has caused me to rethink, and I got to be calm. Got to be calm. Look a little bit into the future and see. Okay. Because the left side of midfield, that seems to be the preferred position of Rice. Is Rice going to be moved to the right side so Eze starting the left side? How did the match go after Eze coming against City? He came in for Trossard, so he was playing on the left wing. That's the issue. Okay, Richarlison did great. One of my forward didn't blank. He has scored a goal and got this point. That's fire. Yeah. And when it comes to my bench substitute, the only one I think I had wrong was Dogu. I could have brought Van de Ven out for Dogu or even Gabriel. For the Gabriel one, I could have seen it because against City, a tough opponent, to do that. And for Van de Ven, I was not going to see that. Brighton Vespers. Brighton Vespers. And my Van de Ven against Brighton and Dogu against Chelsea. The obvious choice is Van de Ven. The only one is Gabriel. How could have been both? But I know. I was thinking Arsenal being solid if anything can happen. I didn't want to risk putting Gabriel. I don't see myself benching many game week. Some centre backs are nailed on. So I'm going to be calm a little bit with my transfers for this week. I'll do my transfers somewhere. I'll keep on looking for information. I can't tell specifically when I'll do my transfer. Palmer or Eze out to bring in Saka. Saka is in my long-term plans. It's in my long-term plans. Let's check out something. Let's check out the status. Um, so the players transferred in. I don't want to take out Salah and bring in Haaland, and having a team with both is going to be tough. I'll make a lot of sacrifices. Sanchez not having him, with Vet, Salah price is going to drop. Wood I'm not having, Watkins I'm not having. Um, um, yeah, yeah. So, but Salah, even I look at something. They are taking out Salah, but I think he's getting some decent season. The only thing is his price is that, but he's giving some good points. He has blanked in one game week. That's game week 3 against Arsenal. He gave 3. His blank was 3. You get it? You've got reason to keep Saka. You got 8-5, 3-9-5. You know how consistent this guy is. So people are going for Haaland. That's why they are taking him out. I'm either thinking of having a team with Haaland and Salah, or Salah. I'm a City fan though. Yeah, my favorite club is City in the EPL, but I don't see myself taking Salah out. I'm thinking of a team of both, and maybe I'll try. I'll have to make a lot of sacrifices. Senesi, this guy is amazing. He has got defensive contribution almost every. No defenders need to get 10, and he has got it in all the 5 matches so far. Boom! With the one against Newcastle being the least 11 defensive contribution, giving him the 2 point. So this guy, look, he had um 2 point against Liverpool and 2 point against 3 point against Brighton, but 9, 14, then 9. Woo! And Bournemouth seems they are going to be top this season, and you should expect a lot of clean sheet from them. So Senesi seems to be a reasonable player to go for. If you are watching me, I want you to subscribe. And you know what? One thing I want to tell you, the group FPL price, we will be looking into these stats, the players whose price are going to increase, whose price are going to decrease. We even try to dictate we cause some players' price to increase, and that will be advantageous as the season goes deep. Oh, let me tell you one thing. If your squad gain a 0.2 mil, a 0.2 million every week, by game week um by game week 5, you have 1 million more to spend. Did you get what I said? I said if your squad gains a 0.2 million pounds every week, by game week 5, you have 1 million more to spend. And you know how budget is tight, and at times you just need 0.5. You might just need a 0.1. as the prices change. You get it? So price increase is very great. I like taking point hits in order to avoid price drop or to gain price increase. Yeah, I do the knee jerk. So I want us to form a group, and every information will be laid on here. Going further, we form groups on maybe other social media channels to make communications easier. That the group starts from this channel, and I want to turn on the notification, be alert. We need huge numbers. We need at least 1 million members. Yeah, to make it more effective. Um, so far I've not seen any player being transferred in or out by 1 million managers in a single game week, though. So like anything close to 1 million managers will be good. Damn. Hold on. Oh, Manish. Yeah. I got you. Manish, I got you. You are my number one fan, man. Manish, you know, yes, Semenyo is doing well, but you know one thing? He's not in my long term plan. As I said, I have a game week strategy, and that rules Semenyo out. That rules Semenyo. So Semenyo is not in my plan. My strategy will rule Semenyo out. Look at one thing. There, who is this defenders season? The season for defenders, because look, game week 1, the defender was the highest point player. Game week 2, week 3, game week 4, defensive midfielder. Game week 5, this guy seems to be some kind of defensive midfielder, central midfielder kind of vibe. Let me say something, just say a midfielder. But so far, 3 defenders. Was this some fluke? These are the injuries and things. So that's it for the week. That's my team's performance. Let's see my performance on the league table. Let's go to the leagues. The leagues. Woo! You see the green arrows? Yeah, that's it. That's it. We need them. Rising from 8 mil to 6 mil. Oh, no, it was 7 instead. After 1 million, about 1 million. Still, I've passed 1 million managers this week. It's good. It's good. Could have been better if I didn't sell Bruno for Palmer. Which to another problem this. So you know what? I want you to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe. So right now this is my squad for next week. Let's see how. My channel link is also in the description. You can use it to join my league, Kenwa Premier League. The link is in the description. The league code. This is the code 7QISMK. You join the league. The code again. The code is 7QISMK. 7QISMK. Use it to join the league. The thumbs up button and subscribe. See you on the next one. Packs.